Thanks for members of the media for joining us. Right away, Coach, if you can give us the impression of what you saw happening the entire match.
Well, we think that the first half was for Chiefs. We were struggling defensively, and we couldn't find a way during the first half to neutralize the way they were attacking. Offensively, we couldn't find the spaces that we supposed to find to get advantages. So in the halftime we fixed these things, and in our opinion, the start of the second half was good for us. We felt better. We thought that we could take the game for us. And then unfortunately came the red card, and we were one man down. We made some changes in order to resist the draw, and maybe some substitutions in order to, if we can get some advantage for the low block, and then counter-attacking with fast players and players who are able to find the spaces behind the back line of the opponent. And then it came the own goal. We felt that Chiefs in the second half didn't create so much. So that's it.
Thank you, Coach. Now it's your turn, members of the media. Your name of your media house, and straight to the question to make it easy for the coach to get the question and be able to answer. The roving mic is already roving. We're going. First take us before we release the coach. There you go.
Sports. Coach, tactically, just take us through the decision to substitute Watch, who was actually giving life to the Pirates' attack. Why was he substituted?
Like I said before, we need to readjust because of the red card of Ino. So we need one center back, and then we need some fresh legs in order to because we were gonna be spending time in low block, so we need people to run to the space.
There was a hand at the back. If you're audible, Mark, go for it.
Coach, your right back position interests me a lot this season. You started with Moniani, who didn't play the whole of last campaign. Then Shandu, who was the big star last season, gets a few games. Today you play a left back and right back. Can you explain a little bit what you're thinking there with the right back?
It was a tactical approach in order to get advantages behind the first pressure line. So we thought that getting Mako inside and with the left foot playing these diagonal passes towards behind the first or the second pressure could give us advantage. Which happened one time, if you remember, Chukamanja running to the space in the first half, in the first minutes. So this is what we were looking for with this approach.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to Taker. Belile, you look like you're the last part. If there's no other hand, we're closing. Thank you.
Coach Villa from SABC. In terms of your attack, can you tell us more about the variation of your options? Because you've got a couple of out-and-out strikers that you have, but you choose more mobile strikers, or was it maybe a plan or something that you were looking for this particular game?
We are trying to find in every game, like I said many times, we are trying to find the perfect fit of our squad, the players, in order to fit in the game plan. So the game plan was with these players, and we thought that we could manage like in attack and in defense.
Thank you very much. Mike, if you cannot talk in front, talk behind for the cameras. Okay, thank you.
Coach, it's Kaniso from News 24 Sport. How is the team, are you guys processing the fact that Chiefs, despite the inconsistencies, have recorded 2 successive league doubles over Pirates in the past 2 seasons?
Well, I cannot talk about the last season. I can talk about this season. We think that the first game it was a bit unfair result, even though it was not our best performance, and today basically the same. even though we try to fight the first minutes of the situation with one man down, we think that if we could have 11 players, probably we could get more.
Last two questions, Jabu. If we get the next coach, we start with you.
Thank you.
Hold on, carry on.
Good afternoon, Coach. I'm liking on the result. You started with 45% of left-footed players in the starting 11. Was that a tactical, play for you to have more dominating players than left-footed feet?
Well, we don't select the team depending of if he's right or left-footed. It's about the skills and the capacity that every player has in order to fit the game plan that we want to develop.
The mic at the back. If you're audible, go for it. Go for it.
Coach, I'm sure to the fans, I mean, to look at the happening, it's always, painful. What is your message to comfort the fans? As I said, I mean, you must be painful for them, to kind of achieve this season.
It's painful for the fans. We understand that it's painful for the players and it's painful for us. So the only thing that we can do is move on and try to prepare very well the week in order to face Swallows.
Thank you. Let's take this one first, Mark, and we'll close with you. There's a hand here.
Coach Lorenzo from Interstate Times. In the build-up to this game, the Chiefs fans were calling for, the manager's head, and they win you guys now, level 1 points. Does that add pressure to you, or are you guys thinking now, like, it's your fans could potentially, turn against you now?
Well, we cannot be in the minds of other people. We have enough what we have during the week with our players, so I think we can do nothing about it.
Coach, have you had a chance to see the red card? What is your thinking about it? What is your initial reaction about it?
I didn't have the chance to see the origin of the play because I think I was discussing something with the bench, or I didn't have I would like to see the origin of the loss, because at the end it's the loss and the reaction of our closest players. So we have to analyze this. From there, it's hard to say that if it was a red card or not. We see a player close to the box, falling down. I can't tell until I see it properly.
Thank you very much. There's the last hand there, somewhere in the middle. Go for it.
Yeah, this is someone from City Press. Hard luck for the defeat, coach. You missed an opportunity to close the gap on SuperSport United. How damaging this defeat will be for your chances of finishing second?
Well, like I said last week, we are thinking week by week. So we are trying to overload this, let's say, mental difficulty like we are going to have hopefully only today, and then we need to prepare for the next game. That's all.
Coach, thank you very much. Hard luck with the results. Thanks to Orlando Pirates colleagues. Tandy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Better luck in your next game.